Hello, it's Adar. Me and my friend Berdan are going to talking about factors that affect housing prices and collected data on housing prices. In its introduction, our main goal is teaching how housing prices are changing because of some factors. It, Here is general factors. uh, Population growth rate by city, construction cost index, consumer price index, interest rates, environmental factors, free market pricing, quality of construction materials, and building age. Here is population growth by city. It is important because when population is increasing, the needs of houses are also increasing. People need to buy a house because of living in different areas. They're usually come from maybe migrants are also need to buy a house. That's affecting prices uh, too much. And here is annual construction cost index. The construction cost index is important for builders. Uh, their cost, if their cost is increasing, they also should increase the price of houses. Consumer price index, it is for also builders and also investors. This is important. Why? Because houses are also a way for investing money. It is also a good way. This consumer price index is the best thing for showing inflation in any country, so it's important. And here is interest rate. It shows how the markets are going for months. This graph shows every political interest rates uh, in Turkey. It shows how the market is going on. And the data set is about comparing any project to any city with together. Their prices usually are changing by the location of houses. That's why this is good data set for comparing projects city by city and the type of houses, type of room counts. Data table. This data table is the better one for comparing because we can see a meter square of houses in here. Uh, it is important to also comparing projects together. Yeah, uh, this data table shows us the most important thing in houses, prices of houses is location. It shows that. And here is some stats about prices. It is show the general prices for. This is important to understand any country's housing prices usually how much. And here's variance, standard deviation, and interquartile range. For variance, it is well indicates how spread out the data is around the mean. A large variance means the prices deviate significantly from average. Also, standard deviation, this shows typical deviation from the mean is around 45 minutes Turkish liras, indicating a high variation in prices. Interquartile changes about uh, calculating our prices, all prices, comparing any of them. Third quarter is 49.5 million. First quarter is 14 million, and when we do a when we do third quarter minus first quarter, we can find interquarter range. And this box plus for house prices, it shows general prices. How is going on? Numbers in Turkey is usually in this.
I will talk about linear regression. Linear regression is a basic method in statistics and data science. It shows the relationship between one result and one or more inputs with a straight line equation. Uh, as you can see in the graph, the graph is about our data. It seems like a flat, but if you look at carefully, it rises to right. It means uh, it's up a little bit, and the linear regression, uh, not only area or square meter, not a factor for the price. Uh, it depends for such as location, project quality, CUV, and CTA. What is analysis of variance, ANOVA? It uses to determine whether there are statistically significant differences between the means of two or more independent groups. The purpose is find the difference between independent groups. If P smaller than 0.001, it's a very strong significance. As you can see in here, our p-value is 0.0007. It means it's a very strong significance. Normality test. A normality test is a statistical method used to check if a dataset follows a normal distribution. This is important because many statistical methods like t-tests and ANOVA assume the data normality distributed. Shapiro-Wilk test is a statistical test used to assess whether a sample of data comes from normal distribution. It is particularly useful for small sample size. The test produces test statistics and p-value. Confidence interval. In order to estimate the real average housing price with a certain level of confidence, a 95% confidence interval was calculated. Why we use 95%? The 95% confidence level is widely accepted in a most statistical analysis because it offers a good balance between precision and reliability. As you can see, our true average house price between approximately 21 million Turkish liras and 57 million Turkish liras. Hypothesis, uh, Pearson's correlation test. The test will help determine if there is a significant linear relationship between the two variables. If the correlation is strong and result is statistically significant, we can say that larger house tend to cost more. One-way ANOVA, the reason the test compares the mean house prices across different cities to determine whether location has a statistical significant effect on price. Conclusion. In this project, we compared houses and their size, their square meter size and their prices. We looked at a relationship between about that. As a result, there is an average connection between house prices and square meter size, but factors such as material quality and location are also important. And these are our references for this presentation.